outside again at Church Bridge. Hope everything's going awesome for you. Got a lot of good stuff to cover today. It is distance learning time with Philly. That's Tom Petty with The Last DJ. Today, we're going to talk about figuring things out on your own and maybe the fact you need to be left alone sometimes and the difference between thinking and learning. Thinking is the most important thing. Today, I had a ridiculous conversation with a former student trying to teach me about Star Wars. Need a little bit more ammo to come at me. He was trying to tell me that Darth Vader's lightsaber was a lightsaber that Rey used. It looks a lot like this, does it? Add a little bit of black. Okay, this is Darth Vader's lightsaber. This is Anakin's lightsaber he made as a Padawan. They look alike because they were made by the same person. Okay? It's a defunct theory. This lightsaber was used by Anakin. He lost it to Obi-Wan Kenobi, cut off his 2 legs and an arm. You were supposed to be the chosen one. Obi-Wan takes it. He gives it to Luke, the son of Vader / Anakin. And then Luke loses it. My arm. He cuts it off, in Cloud City, and it goes away. That's this lightsaber. Rey finds this lightsaber like eons later in the basement of that bar, okay, with Han Solo. That's this lightsaber. Thinking and learning. My old student learned that. He didn't think through it, okay? That's the difference between thinking and learning. Maybe not, but it's also important you know whose lightsaber is whose. I want you to learn how to solve problems, guys. Solving problems is the number one thing that you're going to do as you grow up into life. If you can solve problems, you're going to be a good employee, you're going to be a good student, you're going to be a good everything. You need to examine 2 questions, how and why. How did it happen? Why did it happen? And then you think through that. It's not about reading something and just reciting it, okay? So while we're distance learning, if you can't come up with something, read the directions twice. Then ask a friend, think about it for a while. Then if you're still not there, call the teacher. That's not a problem. Remember, the C student who had to learn how to think is going to be a better employee than the A student who never learned how to think. He only learned how to remember. Joke of the day today, why did the man get a brain transplant? I don't know, just changed his mind. Tom Petty of the song The Last DJ is our quote of the day for today. It goes like so. As we celebrate mediocrity, the boys upstairs want to see how much we'll pay for what we used to get for free. That's a lot to digest in there. It talks about mediocrity. It talks about people just giving you things and not expecting you to think. All right, let's put this in terms of sports. Sometimes as adults and parents, we want to make everything safe, so we make it mediocre. We give 4 classes to the state tournament. We do whatever. We tell you how to make teams. We help you divide it up evenly. Hey, I trust you to pick your own teams, to pick your own games, make your own rules in those games, and to get along with everybody else as it goes. I trust you to do that. It's not a bad thing. Being a kid often is about figuring it out on your own. I want you to do that because sometimes as a teacher and a parent, we just need to back off. We need to let you think. We need to let you be. When I was in radio, I was a boss for a while out in Montana. I had one sign over my door, and it was a quote given to me by a good friend of mine, a much older radio guy, that said, "The only thing I want to know about your problem is how you solved it." I said that because I trusted my employees and I trust you guys to learn. Okay? I trust you guys to be the best you possibly can be every day because you're going to learn how to think, how and why, and solve that problem. We'll be up to date today till tomorrow. Then we'll slap a little bit more. Distance learning time is over. Have a great night.